So now we are at Bakong Temple. Bakong Temple was built in the ancient capital of Angkor. The ancient capital of Angkor is Hariharalaya. There were many capitals of Angkor. So if I just say Angkor, it doesn't mean that city or temple. Angkor is the general name. Angkor, it was the name of the kingdom. So the Angkor started from very early 9th century and finished in 15th century. So between early 9th century to 15th century, there were many capitals built. Example, Mahendra Barapot, Hariharalaya, Jaksatapura, Isvarapura, Lingapura. So what I mentioned about are the name of the capital. The reason the king moved from one capital and try to build another capital because of the religious conflict, because of the civil war, etc. But the capital that where I am standing is Hariharalaya. What does it mean, Hara? Hari means Vishnu, Hara means Shiva. So the city is the combination of two gods together, between Vishnu and Shiva. Because the king wanted to end or finish the fighting between people who believe in Shiva or people who believe in Vishnu God. So they built a city called Harihara, means Vishnu and Shiva. So the temple behind me, the central tower, there was the place where Harihara statue was. But now you cannot see. Because in 1950s, the French took it out by saying that preserving, or they afraid of the statue got stolen. So the statue of Harihara, you would see half statue is Vishnu and half statue is Shiva. But if you want to see the original statue, you can visit the National Museum in Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia. So this temple was built by the King Indravarman I. But the three temple for the previous video is also Hariharalaya, but different king. That was King Jayavarman III. But this is Indravarman. He built this temple as the state temple, that it has very big moat. It's very similar to Angkor Wat. The moat is very big and very deep. So the temple was built with almost 90% by sandstone, and they use brick, they use laterite, they also use wood. And there are two buildings. That was the place where they worship to the god Shiva. It used to be the big statue of Linga and Joni, that where they went there to worship. Okay, follow me. I just show you where the Shiva Linga was worshipped. Look at this. So this is the yoni, and you could not see the lingam. So it was here as in the original position because of the granite pointing to the north. So how did they worship? So people who worship to the god Shiva, they came here with the Brahman. You know Brahman? Brahman is the high caste priest in Hinduism or in Brahmanism. So the Brahman brought sacred water or holy water, and then they will pour on top. They pour on top, and then the water flow out this way. Yeah, the water flow out this way, or people sit down here. So those people who were under the water, it meant that they get blessed by God Shiva. Yeah. Can you guess what is behind me? Okay, one more thing. Because of a Hindu temple, not only for Shiva, Hindu temple, it can be for Vishnu, it can be for Shiva, or it can be for Brahma. Huh? But how can we tell which one is built for Vishnu and which one for Brahma and which one for Shiva? If you cannot tell, I tell you one secret thing how to tell Shiva or Vishnu or Brahma. So if any temple, you can see the statue of cow, because cow is the transportation or vehicle for the god Shiva. His name is Nandi. So Nandi is the Shiva's transport. Yeah, but here you cannot tell exactly that because of the shape. It's gone, it's broken. But here I show you. Yeah. You can see this is the tail. This is the tail of the Nandi, and this is the feet, and this is the color, and the neck, and the head here. This is the head, but it's all broken, so it's hard to tell what it is. Okay, after I show you how the construction built, who built, and what religion the temple built for, I would like to show you about the Hindu mythology. So it used to have a lot of bas-relief around here, but because of this temple is much older than Angkor Wat, it's much older than the capitals, so that is why the carving, the statue, the bas-relief gone. But luckily we found this. So look at this guy. They are demons. They are 5 brothers. They're 5 brothers. Depend on the Hindu mythology, there were people who were riding or catching the ship or yacht. So those people or those demons, this bad guy attempted to kill and eat them, because nobody could defeat them. There were many gods try to kill this guy, but it was impossible. The Vishnu is one of the Trinity God of Hinduism, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. But Vishnu is the God of protector. So his duty, his obligation is to save people by killing from the demon. But Vishnu was not so happy because Vishnu tried to kill one and then they alive again. Cut the head joined again. So Vishnu got mad and very angry with the demon because Vishnu was not strong enough to kill the 5 guys. So finally, the Vishnu asked the god Brahma. Why? Why always asking Brahma? Because Brahma is the god of creator. He created some immortalities for some demon. So that is why in Cambodia you can't see almost temple built for Brahma. So Brahma said to Vishnu that don't be angry. Now listen, I tell you how to kill these 5 guys. But the other god cannot kill the 5 guys. It's only you, Vishnu. So you have to use another avatar. Vishnu has 9 avatars. Example, Rama is number 7, Krishna is number 8. But okay, I tell you one more guy. He is the Vishnu avatar. His name is Galjim. Because Galjim, he is the avatar of Vishnu and he had very special power. It is called sacred fire. What is sacred fire? In local language, it is called Chopon Rangsei. But yes, Chopon Rangsei is the right word. But I try to tell you in English by saying sacred fire. Sacred fire, it can see something behind. Because of which, because of Brahma said that if you want to kill this 5 guy, if you want to kill this 5 guy, you have to kill from the top to the bottom. It means that you have to kill the first brother, the second brother, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. But these 5 guys, they were very strong because they change the face all the time. They change from number 1 to number 2, so you could not tell which one is the older brother. Because the face change from number 2 to number 3, number 4 to number 5. So if you kill them, it doesn't work if you cannot tell who is number 1. And Brahma also added that you have to use your sacred fire to shoot, and then you can tell who is number 1 and who is number 2. So the Vishnu got it. So Vishnu followed what Brahma had told him. So Vishnu, he used his sacred fire shot, and then he could tell which one is the older brother, which one is number 4, number 3. And then he had to kill the first brother, the 4, sorry, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so all the demons got killed by the Vishnu god. Yes, this is the story. Okay, now we are at the top level of Bakong Temple. So you can see many small towers around and a lot of big tower as well. But the main tower of this temple, it's only one. Yeah, the tower was for the statue called Hariharalaya statue. Hari means Vishnu, Hara means Shiva. The main reason the king Indravarman I, he made the statue of Harihara because he tried to combine, to make two lords together, Vishnu and Shiva, to stop fighting between people or between the Brahmin who always said that Vishnu is the main god or Shiva is the main god. But this king, he tried to combine these two gods together. So what you can see inside now, you cannot see the statue of Harihara because of in 1950, the village, there was very few people and the temple was a little bit overgrown. So the French decided to take it to France to preserve for Cambodia. But a few years ago, because of the country is very safe and the stability of the politics also good, so they return Harihara statue. So if you want to see the statue, you can go to visit National Museum in Phnom Penh. Yes.